They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Eagles at 3-6 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first. Down pickup of 8. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They go play action with Hurts. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the turnover, it's Tua. On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And now the rookie's free, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. And
Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Brandon Jones picking it off. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, this is Gainwell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down, here's Hurts. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He finds Watson complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Gainwell. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Able to slither by. 1:52 to play until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. The killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Check tight.
Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in by Watson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Right back to him on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Man open, here is Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for him. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
126 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Going up top. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
17's Mike 17. Striker, 3-3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Ready, set.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 29, Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
check, man.
Shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.